all the hard drugs bring a hard price. It's hard to get off of. And these dealers that are out there, they actually take advantage of that fact that people become slaves to their addictions and therefore a slave to the substance.
That statement was made 2 years ago when PNC sat down with a drug dealer who at the time of the interview was engaging in the consumption of opiates, and he shared this information as he inhaled the substance. But it appears that not all drug dealers are from the streets. On Tuesday, the Office of the Attorney General announced that they had filed a lawsuit against Purdue Pharma L.P., the large pharmaceutical company that has engaged in deceptive practices since the 90s in the advertising of a rebranded formula of OxyContin as an abuse deterrent. Despite a lack of evidence to support the claim, they promote the drug as safe while downplaying the dangers of addiction with long-term use.
Well, we're asking for 3 types of relief, the first being injunctive relief or equitable relief. We're asking that Purdue end or stop its deceptive promotional practices of the drug OxyContin. In addition to that, we're actually asking that Purdue pay $5,000 in fines per each violation. We can't provide you with a solid number now of what that damage amount will be, but we're going to leave that up to the court to decide once that obviously gets to that stage.
The AG is also seeking punitive damages to penalize Purdue for their deceptive practices. While the complaint indicates that there were over 97,000 opioid prescriptions dispensed on Guam, the AG acknowledges the need for Guam to collect statistics moving forward. He says that there are over 1,000 prescriptions dispensed over a 3-year period, and that when taking into account the potential damage caused in the community, they are looking at the number of doses as opposed to people. Putting it into perspective, according to the 2018 National Drug Threat Assessment, in 2015, 10.7% of high school students reported taking a prescription drug such as OxyContin, Percocet, Vicodin, Adderall, Ritalin, or Xanax without a doctor's prescription.
We understand and we recognize there's an opioid problem here, but we're interested in, as an example, the number of naloxone antidotes that they're giving, doses. The government of Guam is paying for that right now, or people who are suffering from opioid overdoses are paying for it. It shouldn't be that case. It should be Purdue. If they're the ones who are responsible for this problem, they should be paying all of it or a portion of it.
Assistant Attorney General Janice Camacho says that the civil action lawsuit filed in the Superior Court of Guam is based on the Consumer Protection Statute and was done so in hopes that the suit will result in Purdue being ordered to cease and desist their deceptive marketing practices designed to mislead doctors, patients, and the public. Meanwhile, the Purdue Pharma website emphasizes that OxyContin is FDA approved and also appears to place the blame of opioid addiction on abusers, stating, quote, "To help address this problem, Purdue spent nearly a decade and hundreds of millions of dollars to reformulate OxyContin to make it more difficult to abuse by snorting or injection," end quote.